What's up, people? I'm Shaggy, the Opinionated Hippie, and this is my top 10 favorite Rolling Stone songs because I did the albums. Now, might as well do the songs. These are just the songs that I think anytime I ever make a playlist on any of my various iPods that I have floating around or whatever, these are the 10 songs that usually at any point in time, it seems over the past 40 years, have made it on this list. So yeah, my top 10. I'm just going to go 10 to 1. I'll put the list up when I'm done. For the Zappa connection, the couple members of the Rolling Stones were at the Whiskey A Go-Go when Frank played there in '68. He invites them on stage. I don't think they go. All right, here we go. Number 10. It's that falsetto. Emotional Rescue. Title track on Emotional Rescue. Just that. The like late 70s, early 80s sort of sweet dance, disco funk. Boom, boom, boom. That great bass line, great groove. Mick Jagger's falsetto. Just the other, it's them taking, like you could have given this to a band, another artist who's maybe more radio friendly in the late 70s, and they could have turned this into a smash hit. Instead, the Stones turn it into a just genius little falsetto drenched little boom, 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 really funky. You just want to kind of dance to it. Yeah, underrated classic. Number 9, one of my all-time favorite Mick Jagger performances, Angie. Just Angie. I mean, like you can feel the pain in his heart. So many incredible lines in this. You're beautiful. I mean, the idea of like a couple coming to terms with the fact that the relationship is not going to make it, and yet they're still like acknowledging their attraction, but like it's a really mature song. Like it's not this like it's breaking up at its most like difficult, but it's most mature. It's an absolutely brilliant song. The production in it, which might be over the top, works because of the lyrics, and Mick Jagger's performance on this is just so absolutely fantastic. It's kind of sparse, kind of builds at times, but never really has this release because there shouldn't be a release. It's like a heartbreaking song. Absolutely classic. Angie, you're beautiful. Off the same album that Angie's on, Goat Head Soup, we have 100 Years Ago. That clavinet in the beginning, I think it's a clavinet. Bow, bow, that just so absolutely amazing. A little kind of like a psych pop rock song, that really cool jam in this. One of the greatest, another great melody and vocal performance. Another just underrated, awesome deep track off their sort of like midway, you know, the how do you follow up Exile on Main Street? Like Goat Head Soup, there was a lot on their plate that they had to live up to, and this is, I think, the highlight of that album. Just an absolutely fantastic song. 100 Years Ago. Number 7, You Can't Always Get What You Want. For as long as this is sort of, it's a set piece. You know, you got the choir in the beginning, you got the slow build, just everything about this song. I remember one of the first times it really registered on my conscious as being an incredible song. I remember hearing it on the radio as a kid, but we went and saw a lot The Big Chill when it came out in like 1982, I believe, and they used this song incredibly well in that movie. And my mom absolutely loved the song, absolutely loved the movie. So we went through a hardcore, weird little Rolling Stones phase in my early childhood. And that's kind of what got me into it. Sadly, The Big Chill, and Linda Ronstadt, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, You Can't Always Get You Want. Just great lyrics. The verses in this are so incredible. The way that it just gradually builds and becomes just more of this like steam, this train out of control rolling at the end. The piano playing in this is fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. Just absolutely epic masterpiece. Number 6, Jigsaw Puzzle off Beggar's Banquet. Love the sort of Dylan-esque lyrics. Love the third verse in this, in which Mick Jagger sings about the band. Love the conceptual continuity with the drummer. He's so shattered. And we get shattered later on down the line, all down the line. But yeah, Jigsaw Puzzle, just kind of this nice rock, folk, Stones interpolating Dylan in some weird way. Absolutely, yeah, I could listen to this song forever. Number 5, number 4, both really haunting songs that just evoke a darkness, and it's just in a way that other bands kind of don't. Number 5, Sister Morphine. Just what a at its core, a very simple song. Just that perfectly sounding and mic'd acoustic guitar, and then Mick comes in, Sister Morphine, just like begging for relief from his pain, whether it be morphine or codeine, and then the last lines in which, what is it, like, thank you very much at the end, like he's finally got his relief. That's an intense song, on an absolutely perfect album, Sticky Fingers. Just absolutely amazing. But it's one of those that, like, as intense as it is, you just want to listen to it again because musically it's perfect. Another just absolutely incredible Mick Jagger performance. Yeah, fantastic. Number 4, Gimme Shelter. The beginning of this, before like anything actually, before the lyrics start, just the slow build of this. It's commentary on just the 60s in general and what's going on at the end of that decade, especially here in the United States, as far as just riots and demonstrations and cities burning, and like it's just evokes all of that. It helps that it's been used in countless movies, but there's a reason it's been used in countless movies, because the Stones capture sort of the zeitgeist of like the revolutionary spirit of the late 60s and the falling apart and the rebellion and like the fear, I guess, just like not knowing what was going to happen to society. And Gimme Shelter is the soundtrack. It is the song for that. What is her name? Mary Clayton? Is that the woman's name who sings it? I think it's Mary, but I don't know if the Clayton is right. Just her absolutely amazing vocal performance on this. Yeah, just another just friggin' incredible band. Trying to find her name. But yeah, just absolutely amazing song. And yeah, I am rambling right now. I am waffling on and on, as the kids like to say. But I hope her name is Mary Clayton, because she's absolutely amazing. All right. Number 3 is Loving Cup, off Exile on Main Street. Oh, what a beautiful buzz. The piano intro, and then just building it up to that awesome like ending with the oh, what a beautiful buzz. And yeah, saw Fish do this a whole number of times. First time I saw them do this was like, oh my God, they played this song. This is one of my favorite Stone songs. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, Loving Cup, absolutely awesome. And number 2, the nastiest, meanest, the reason that moms and dads hid their young girls and boys from the Stones and didn't want them to see them in the 60s, the reason that sort of silly hysteria happened, Stray Cat Blues. Stray Cat Blues. This is a song, man. This is a song that I'm not even sure Stray Cat Blues would even be made today. It would be made today, but then people would complain about it. But that line about, I can see that you're 15 years old. No, I don't want your ID. It's a song, man. But it's just like, I remember when the Stray Cats came out and they had that song Stray Cat Strut, and I knew that song before I heard this, and then I saw this. I was like, oh, was Stray Cat Strut a cover of this? And then I listened to this. I was like, oh no, this is the real thing. Bet your mama don't know that you scratch like that. Oh my goodness. Like that's, if you're a mom of a teenage girl and you found out she was listening to this, yeah, that was problems back in the 60s. And then my number 1, and hate to admit this, but I heard this first from Linda Ronstadt because my parents were big Linda Ronstadt fans. And then when I heard it from the Stones, I liked this version even better and absolutely fell in love with this band. But Tumbling Dice, just everything from that opening guitar riff, the lyrics, Mick Jagger's performance. Yeah, everything about Tumbling Dice. What an absolutely perfect song. Just a rock perfection right there. But yeah, that is what they look like in written form right there. Still trying to find out what the name of that girl is who sings in Gimme Shelter. Pretty sure it's Mary Clayton, right? Because that is a great song. But yeah, that's what they look like. I had to leave a lot of really, really, really good songs off this list, but at this point in time, this is what I'm listening to. And I am rambling as I'm trying to figure out what her name is. Her name is, let me know your top 10 songs, which ones I should check out. Why... Yeah, you know how comments work. Mary Clayton, that is her name. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks for watching. That's all I got. Those are my 10 songs in 10 minutes, it turns out. Subscribe, like, share, comment, do all those things, and go listen to the Rolling Stones. Peace. Talk to you later.